Hey guys, this is CodedSteele, and welcome to your first video in this Dark Souls 2 playthrough that I'm going to do. I have played Dark Souls and I have played Demon Souls before this, so I'm not unfamiliar to the Souls games. I have played both of them before. I thoroughly enjoyed them. I beat both of them. I have not beaten Dark Souls 2 yet. I have played through it a little bit, but this is going to be kind of the first time I've seen the whole game, just like it's going to be the first time of me recording this. So we'll just kind of see how everything goes. I'm not going to play online at all. And without further ado, I'm going to hit new game and we'll watch the opening cinematic.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
So there was our opening cinematic there, guys. Kind of got to see our character fall into that pit of despair, and they talked about this place called Drang Lake that we're eventually or ultimately going to end up, as that old hag was saying. So we'll kind of see what that place actually looks like when we get there. Here's our character waking up inside in the shrine here. So as we can see, one thing that's already different about this game compared to the other Souls games is you're not choosing which class to start off as right away here. Everybody wakes up the same way here in Things Betwixt, and you just kind of move out to the location that you're supposed to head to. So, take a look here. There should be an item, I think, over here. Yeah, right here. So, rusted coin. Nice little item to start off with. And then we just kind of run our way up this way. And go the wrong way here, because it's this way. And we see this little hut up here, which we're going to go into. There's a place off to this left, and we'll get there in a second. But for now, we got to walk our way into this building and listen to another cinematic. Watch another cinematic.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse.
It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
So they ask us what our name is. My name is going to be very simple, the same as what my channel name is. It's going to be CodedSteele. So there's no surprises there. And then we're going to hit OK.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Wow, that's a creepy looking doll thing she gave us there. So I'm going to start off as none other than the Deprived. And we're going to start off with nothing as our gift. Because the goal of this series is I want to start out as hard as you possibly can with this game. So I'm essentially going to play on the hardest difficulty and try to make my way through this game here. And we'll see how well I do. There's probably going to be a lot of deaths.
All people come here for the same reason, to break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Well, that was a nice thing for them to say. Basically telling us we're going to die a trillion times. I know it's true, but they don't need to remind me. Kind of hurts my feelings. But anyways, we go upstairs, we grab that human effigy, and we're going to go back through this door. So yes, we're going to go backwards. I'm going to quickly put this helmet, these boots and stuff on. I know they call us deprived guys, but technically they still give us the starting armor. I know it's not much, but it's better than nothing to have equipped. So we can put all that imported stuff on and use that to help keep us alive here. So here's our first real enemy of the game right here, and we are not going to fight him. We're just going to get his attention. So I can go ahead and get this item that sits right over here on the ground, this old pine resin, which is definitely going to come in handy later. And then just kind of walk off this way, roll off this way, whatever, step down off this way, go through a shrubbery over here. Now underneath this waterfall we have another item, small, smooth, and silky stone. So we'll see what that can do here in a minute. Actually, at the end of this this little tutorial section of the game, we will get to see that. So now we go back into this hut and go through this door, and we activate the bonfire. Something they changed about this game. I'm going to rest at this bonfire, but you don't need to. They now allow you to have a bonfire saved as your checkpoint without resting at it, which I think is kind of nice, because now if you don't want all of the enemies to respawn when you finish an area off completely, you can just activate the bonfire and it'll be saved as your checkpoint. You can see these torches here that are not lit. We can actually, that torch we got off the dead body back there, we can actually grab that, light that, and use it to light all of these torches here. We do not have to do this section of the game either, this tutorial. I can skip all of these fog gates if I wanted to and just go to the area which will be basically our Firelink shrine of the game, our central hub. But more on that later. So we're going to come in here, and obviously I just two-handed my fists basically and pounded these guys in because I don't have anything else. All I got is my fists. But I do got to say this, the game is very forgiving here in the beginning for a deprived character. It's not really hard starting, which is good, because if it was, I don't know if I'd be able to complete it. So we're doing pretty good so far. And then up here we get our first weapon, which is this dagger. And I'm going to come over here because that's an arrow guy, and I'm going to equip this dagger, and then we're going to kind of charge in and wait for this guy to shoot his arrow off. Finish him off. So there's our... Oh, come on. Hey, what are they off? Okay, that guy's dead. Alright. Just checking to make sure that guy didn't drop an item. And we kind of hold over this side, and we get hit by that arrow. Arrows are really annoying in this game, guys. It seems like they put way more archers in here than they've had in a Souls game in the past. And it really is frustrating sometimes. So, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to go knock this ladder down real fast. And you guys saw that pop up about silky smooth stuff. We're going to go ahead and we're going to leave this stone here. And by doing that, we're going to prompt these crows to say, oh, blah, 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 smooth, nice, whatever. And then immediately we can pick the item back up, which is something they changed. Oh, and I got a Divine Blessing. The item is random that you get back. So I got actually a pretty good item. Oh, and I almost fell off the ledge there. So we'll get that soul there, and put that one off here, and go through this other fog gate. Like I said, this area is not mandatory, and it's actually pretty easy to get through. There's nothing really difficult about it. So it's a nice little tutorial section of the game, which I gotta admit I do like that they did that. Kind of added this really easy section when you start off. It makes it to where deprived characters can survive a little better. Here's our first point of the game where we can actually die. I mean, up until this point, if you died to those guys, I feel sorry for you because this game's only going to get harder. So, probably not a good sign if you're dying to those zombie-like guys. So, let me kind of climb up this ladder. As you guys can see, I can fast climb, and I'm doing that by holding down the B button on the Xbox 360 and going up. So that's kind of a new feature that they added to the game. I could have done a plunging attack, but for some reason I miss a lot when I do that. So I'm not even going to bother, because I'm not going to risk getting rid of more health by jumping and trying to plunge onto that guy. It'll do more damage to me than it's worth doing. I got to try to play this safe. So picked up that cracked red eye orb, which is a PvP item, and then go through this fog gate. The other thing I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to equip these life gems so I kind of have something to heal me if I get hurt too much. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump down off in here, and we're going to go through this fog gate here, which I believe is the last fog gate that we need to go through. And in this one we got to knock this trunk down, and I'm going to get hit by that arrow. I never died to that. I mean, you can... I think I have it once, but you have to like wait for him to fire one and then push the tree down, and I just don't have that kind of patience. So now I kind of hate this part because you got to drop down here and take a bunch of damage, and then you got to quickly turn around and you got to try to dodge this bow guy, get up this ladder really fast, and then you got to get over here and you got to push him out before he can take you out. It's like they're trying to push you to your limits. They're actually like trying to kill you. It kind of frustrates me. So I got to be careful at this point because I can die really easily, and I'm not. So that guy's done. Quick thing to note: there are two Cyclops guys down there. There's one over here, and then there's one off to that direction. And then there's that coffin or that box you can see in the water, which is actually a coffin. You can kill those two guys, or you can just book to it, and you can climb inside that coffin. And what it'll do is it'll change your gender. So I can only think of one reason why they would add that. I don't know why anybody would change their gender other than for this reason. Basically why I think they added that feature is I know in the past, so the Souls games have had gender-specific items, like only a female can wear this armor set, or only a male can wear this armor set, or something like that. So I think that's my theory about why they added it. Maybe that's wrong, I don't know. But I'm not sure if anybody really knows why they added that. Maybe people just got sick of being a guy throughout the game. But I think they added it because of the armor stuff. So maybe you guys can tell me what your take is on that. Leave me a comment below. Let me know why you think they might have added that feature. Maybe they added it just so, whatever. I don't really know if there are any gender-specific items in this game. So I haven't made it that far to find any of that out. But I know in Dark Souls and in Demon Souls there have been. So I'm assuming they did the same thing with this. We're coming over here for one reason and one reason only, just to get the items off of this dead body right here. I'm not going to really talk to this guy. I'll talk to him later. But he's got a really nice sword there. I don't know if we have the ability to get that sword later in the game or pick it up or whatever. But I'm pretty sure we can, because almost every item in this game, in Dark Souls that you see in the environment or you see anybody else using, you can pretty much have it at one point or another in the game. So I'm assuming the same thing with that. You can probably get it, but probably way late in the game. Anyways, you saw this thing pop up. I forgot to mention, this is Majula. I think it kind of introduced itself as Majula. I'm going to light this bonfire here. We're going to go ahead and rest at its beginning. So, man, did that one fall take a fire off. So, let's go ahead and come over here. There's going to be items on this dead body right here. Plenty of life gems, which I'm thankful for because I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't want to not have life gems. We're just going to go quickly gather some items. I know there was that lady over there that you guys probably saw on the shore. We'll take care of her in a second. We're just going to come into this armor shop. This is actually an armor shop. There was a guy down there that will sell us armor. His name's Mullen. And we're not really going to talk to him right now. Maybe we will at the end of this video, I think. But right now, like I said, I'm just going item gathering. So there's an item here, which is another life gem, which I appreciate. And then real quick, this well has a rock here. We can knock this rock down into the well and actually pick up an Estus flask shard off this body. So they're just kind of leaving all sorts of treasures right here, just in Majula. I don't know if I've gotten every single treasure that you can possibly get in Majula yet before. There might be some items that are hidden, but this is technically not Majula. This is heading towards one of the areas where you'd fight a boss in the game. We're not going to go down in this area yet. I just like to come down here because about halfway down the stairwell, or a little more than halfway down the stairwell, there is an opening with a chest. And I like to grab this because there is a shield in here that we can use for a short bit of the game. Not going to equip it yet. I probably will soon, here in a second. And we're just going to kind of head back up here real quick because there's actually a few more items we got to grab in Majula yet. So, I just want you guys to know I'm not an expert at this game. I don't know where every single item is. I'm a new guy at Dark Souls 2. I haven't even beaten the game, so I don't know where every item is. But, you know, if I miss something, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to make sure I get it in another video. But, otherwise, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to know where everything's at. I know where a good amount of stuff is at the beginning of the game, but I don't know where everything is. So, I think we got just about everything in Majula except for one other place we got to go yet, and we'll go there in a second. But first, I want to talk to this Emerald Herald, as her name.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Well, that's nice of her.
Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Okay, so she kind of already told us what our mission is, to go see this King Vendrick. I'm gonna equip the Estus flask.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found?
So she's mentioning
Here,
the shard that
let
we
me see
found
it,
in that well.
so that I may help you to see light, however faint it might be.
Alright, and then we can upgrade our Estus flask. So if we give her that, we will now have 2 Estus flasks. As you can see here, we got 2 now. Which is very handy because, as you guys know, we started with just 1. So, I mean, they give you a much rougher start in this game. Another thing I forgot to mention, back where we picked up that homeward bone, I think ×5, there was a Victor's Stone there. That's where you enter the, I think it's the Victor, maybe the Victor's Covenant. But up here is, this is the guy that allows you to join the Way of Blue. I'm going to kind of skip his dialogue real fast here. You guys can read through it or whatever.
What we call, do you to be?
But I'm just going to, I don't want to waste too much time, so.
There are 4, and wherever
he talks about the 4 beings that the Emerald Herald was talking about.
Do you
and then he goes ahead and he tells us that we can join the Blue Sentinels, which is the Way of Blue Covenant. And I'm going to say no for now because I don't plan on using any online help to help me kill these bosses. I want to kind of do it all by myself, or maybe have the NPC White Phantoms and try to complete their quests and help me with some of the bosses. But that's going to be it. So the last item I kind of want to grab, and then I'm going to go through Mullen's, and I'm going to show you guys where the blacksmith is, and then that's going to probably sum it up for this first video here. So right here on this cliff here, we can kind of just drop off and kind of drop down on this pathway and pick this Morning Star and the Cleric Sacred Chime up. So that allows us to use miracles, that Cleric Sacred Chime, which I don't plan on using any miracles, at least not for a while into the game, because I'm going to focus on vitality, endurance, and strength, and maybe a little bit of dexterity to begin with, so we can get our character where he can actually survive. Here is the blacksmith of the game.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and...
So, we can actually open this door later, but obviously not right now. We don't have the key to do it. So that is something we'll talk about later, actually, in the next video, because that's when we're going to get the key. Spoiler alert, sorry. You guys can see down in this pit, there's some items just kind of sitting there, and people at the beginning of the game might be thinking, oh boy, you know, I can kind of maybe try to go down there and grab that. I don't recommend it. I've never actually tried, but I don't think you can survive that fall. It looks pretty dang far for my character, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But we are going to go talk to Mullen. And he's going to talk about and give us his story about how he sells armor and whatever else.
Sorry, I could really...
And whatever. And we can kind of
I came from the West, from
dialogues.
Have you been there?
Came from Volgan.
Very competitive.
Blah, blah.
But I didn't... It's been years since then, and
I've our times going ahead and
I don't even know why I'm still here.
Talking about
everything's all run. A group calling them... You can't even run a They claim to be working for... by the...
So, we exhausted his dialogues for now. You can buy some stuff from him, but obviously we don't have nearly enough souls to be able to do that yet.
Well, I do
so
hope
we
I see
will
you again.
worry about that in the future. And I think that's everything as far as Majula is concerned. So the only thing left to do really is to head down this path and actually start beginning the game. So we'll do that in the next video. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys for this time. I will see you guys in the next video.